Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It's Kayla with the Celebration Company. Happy Monday. I hope you had a really great weekend. I am so glad to see y'all. Um, I had a good weekend. Y'all probably saw my post. I worked on my floor. I need to go through. I haven't had a chance to go in and respond to comments yet. But I did get down on my hands and knees and scrubbed the grout on my kitchen floor. Not only the grout, but the floors themselves, and just got them super squeaky clean, which I've wanted to do for a long time now and just never have had the opportunity. So I woke up Saturday morning and it was the day. So I did that. I'm still sore. And we got to spend some time with family yesterday. And Saturday evening, went to a small group. Friday night, did a little bit of shopping with mom. So it was a good weekend. So I hope y'all had a great weekend as well. Tell me what y'all did this weekend, what you do for fun. Or because we just have to sometimes do things around the house. So, what chores did you do? And then today we are going to make over a frame. So, I bought this frame from Anything Goes when we were in Paducah, and I liked the frame because I just felt like I liked the sort of bamboo look to it. So I am going to be putting in some new decor in my house, and I've fallen in love with this grand millennial style, is what it's called. And what I have seen is a lot of blues and greens, and it has a little bit of vintage decor, so a little bit of like some um, nods to vintage items, but it's updated and is a little bit traditional. It's just really cute. So there are bows and there's scallops and there's beaded things, which I love, gold and just all kinds of things. And I just love it. So I did a set of craft paper a few months ago back in May for that month's craft paper designs. And it was this kind of this color scheme and style. And so that's what we're going to be using today to go in our frame. We're going to be using this. The bamboo frame works perfectly. It kind of takes me back to what is that era, like the 70s, the 60s. And so we are going to make this over, and I think it's going to be really beautiful when we're done. We're going to use some gold leaf. It's going to be a very easy project. It shouldn't take us too long, but I can't wait to see what a difference it makes doing this frame in gold leaf. So we could totally paint it with gold paint, but I think the gold leaf is just going to give a completely different look, and it's going to make it so much better. So really excited. You know what? I'm going to take a picture really quick before I forget. Let me snap a picture of it so we can do a before and after. All right. So let's see who we've got joining me today. Hi, everybody. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Dorothy. Hi, Jamie. Hello, Carol. Hey, Pam. Hi, Rhonda. Hey, Teresa. My weekend was good. Hi, Nancy. Hey, Maxine. Hi, Lynn. Hey, Stacy. She said she went to her daughter's house in Atlanta. Fun. Thank you, Nancy. I picked up this sweater when we were in Paducah. It, where did I get this? I think this came from TJ Maxx or Marshall's, something like that. Hi, Carol. Jamie says she painted windowsills to freshen up the house. Sounds like a good idea. I used one of my pink paintbrushes. Awesome. Love that, Jamie. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. Hey, Barbara. I had 3 of my 5 grandkids at our house for the weekend, so we played and had fun. Yay, Barbara. Sounds like a fun weekend. Hi, Alexis, over on YouTube. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Dana. She says, rainy day, crafting and cooking. Have you seen the TikTok cottage cheese hot beef bowl? I have not seen that, Dana. Thank you, Nancy. I do too. Hi, Mike over on YouTube. He says, Jesus loves. Have a great day. Have a great day to you. Thank you so much. Hi, Linda. Hey, Danae. Hey, Stephanie. Hi, Rosemary. Hey, Donna. Hey, Connie. Glad to see all of you today. All right, so let's hop into it. I have never used gold leaf before. This is my first time. I did not buy a specific gold leaf glue. I do have some on the way, but I did test it and it works with Mod Podge or decoupage glue, at least on a flat surface. So we're going to see how this works. Because I ordered the gold leaf and I really didn't think about needing a specific type of glue. So we'll see what happens here. But I ordered the gold leaf off of Amazon. It was very inexpensive. Let me find a link for you. All right, here it is. Okay, $9 for the gold leaf, and it's 200 pieces. So if you're using it for crafting, that is going to go a long way. You know, like you're going to be able to use that gold leaf for a long time. I'm so sorry to hear that, Nancy. My granny had terrible rheumatoid arthritis, and I just remember her hands. I can still see her hands. Bless her heart. So I understand a little bit of what you're saying. Hello over on YouTube, Bright Blue. Thanks for saying hi. Yay, Margaret. That's exciting. That's super affordable, isn't it, Lynn? Okay. This is not pre-recorded. We are live right now. Okay. So, here's the frame again. It's wooden, and it is this sort of a bamboo kind of a look. Okay, so I got my gold leaf here. I've got my decoupage glue. I'm just using my Deco Art matte decoupage glue, and I'm going to grab a paintbrush, and let's see how this goes. Now, what I did read somewhere is that we can let this, let the glue get tacky a little bit, and then apply the gold leaf. So I guess you could do it that way as well. I did try it a minute ago, still wet, and it did work. So, you know, I think what I'll do is dry it down just a little bit, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just going to start getting some paint on. I want to make sure, or some decoupage glue. I want to make sure that I get the glue into all of those nooks and crannies, because I want it all to receive the gold leaf. I don't want some of it to not have the gold leaf on it. I'm just starting with one side, and I'm trying not to get an excessive amount, so I am trying to just sort of come back and remove some of the excess, because that's just going to make that thin gold leaf kind of want to move around and wiggle around a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just going to give this a quick, we'll see what happens here. I don't want to dry it all the way. All right, let's see what happens. And then we'll take our gold leaf, press it on, and I'm just going to use a dry brush here. And I want to make sure that I get it into the crevices. So I think it's working. They might have to go over some spots again. But I am loving it already. Look at that. Y'all, look how beautiful that is. I'm just going to take this and just sort of pull this excess off. set it aside, and then I'll just take my brush and just sort of roughly remove the excess. Hi, Marie Rose over on YouTube. Hey everybody, thanks for watching and joining me today. Y'all, I'm already in love with this and I'm just getting started. Okay, so we got all the excess off. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So just this old frame, vintage old frame, and we are completely changing the look of it with gold leaf. So I'm going to add some more glue. Okay. I think that letting it get just a little bit tacky is helpful because then your leaf isn't sliding around everywhere. So I think that's kind of the point behind letting it get a little tacky and not having it still wet. So I'm just very gently pressing it so that I press it into the glue and I press it into the crannies. It helps it to just kind of flatten down. And then we just kind of take and brush over it. Now we could have painted this beforehand if we wanted to, in order to make sure that, you know, we don't see some of it behind the gold leaf. But I figure I'm just going to paint it all. So we'll just keep doing layers until it's covered. I am, oh my goodness, I'm so in love. And it's super thin, so it it'll go into all of those little crannies that is on there. So I'm just kind of filling in some spots. Hey, Joan. Just kind of taking and filling in some spots that I see that are not covered. And you can just layer it until there is a learning curve a little bit, I think. We can also just kind of leave it and come back to it to brush off the excess so that way we're not brushing it off if it's still wet. And I think, like I said, little amount of glue as possible. Just like if you were decoupaging a napkin or tissue paper or something like that, you don't want a ton of glue because it just makes your napkin a little bit softer and harder to apply without tearing. So I think it's a little bit the same thing with the gold leaf. I'm just trying to be real gentle with it as I'm patting it down. Melinda, from Amazon, let me post the link again. I got it from Amazon. It was $9. Hi, Merlinda. Griffin is doing well. He goes back to school here next week. Goes back next week. So we're getting very close. Oops, I just put my hand in it over here. So I'll have to come back and fix that. Did you, Nancy? This is my first time using it, so you know we're learning together. But I'm thinking it's totally worth the effort because it's just so beautiful. I mean, it's gonna make this look, I think, like a metal frame when it's done. Look at that. And you just can't get that same look with regular metallic paint. Even with the metallic luster, we still can't get that same look. It's just not possible. All right. And I'm just going right in. Instead of drying it, I'm just going right in. Just doing a really light amount of glue. They do have silver leaf as well, Lynn. Yes, you can get silver leaf also. So if you prefer that, you can do some beautiful things with the silver leaf too. You can get all the metals, I think. I think you can get bronze or copper. All right, so I'm just kind of trying to get the main of it covered, and then I'm going to come back and we'll touch it up. What do y'all think about this? Thanks for sprinkling, Tammy. It's actually really fun to do. It just gives you such a beautiful, pretty gold look. That's really hard to achieve anywhere else. I know, Rhea. It's so true. Thank you, Marlinda. Just pulling off some of the excess, but not all of it. All right. So the last of the most of it, and then we'll touch up. I know, Mary. It's so true. So less is more with the glue. You can also buy gold leaf glue, and I don't really know what the difference is in how it adheres with gold leaf glue. If it's just really a lot lighter. Yeah, I just don't really know because I haven't used it. But I did order some, and we'll try it and see what the difference is. But for now, I'm just using the decoupage glue. Tammy, I am so glad. The winner of the Snowman Shop Your Stash Snowman Challenge was Adriana Locke. Okay. So I got it pretty well covered, y'all. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And you can still see the bamboo design. So I'm going to take the heat tool to it and just try and dry it and make sure that the decoupage glue is dry. And then we can touch it up. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. Did I? Well, it'll decorate my hair a little bit. Make it pretty and shiny. Okay. I'm gonna let that cool just a second. Right here, is that it? I can't get it. There we go. I get it. Okay. So I'm gonna let this cool for a second, and then we're gonna brush it off, and we'll put some more on in the areas that need extra coverage. Thank you, Dana. Okay, so now I'm just taking my brush and just going over a little bit more on the rough side to just remove any excess. Have gold leaf everywhere, like little pieces of gold glitter all over the place. All right. Okay, that looks really good. But you can see right there, you can still see a few spots that have some of the wood showing. So we're just gonna go back in. Y'all wanting that every month now, Lynn? I don't know if we're gonna do it every month. It was a lot of fun. But I don't know if I'm gonna do it every month. Hey, Glinda. Okay. So I'm just doing a second coat over some of these spots. It was fun, Lynn. And then I'm just sort of leaving it so that it can dry. Just make sure you get it pressed in good. And see, I think that's the problem, is if it's still wet, it's like it's not sticking real well. So maybe we do the challenges, but we don't always do a big prize like that. Is that what you're saying, Lynn? Some of these spots, I just kind of want to just add a little bit to just kind of get the one spot. It's definitely something to think about, Lynn, especially if it's something y'all really liked and are interested in doing. That's easy enough to do. So y'all tell me, do you all want a craft challenge every month? That comes with a prize, but maybe not a $200 gift card prize. All right, we are getting there. This whole side right here, I do not like because it's like got fingerprints in it. I think I'm gonna just sort of redo, put a whole nother layer here on this. Beverly says yes. It could be Larissa. That would be easy. Okay, I'm gonna dry this and I'll just take my brush and we'll just make sure that we get rid of all the excess and see what it looks like. I think it looks really good. That's fun, Lorianne. We tried challenges in our when we had our little subscription group, and it didn't go real well. But it doesn't mean it won't be different on the craft page instead of in the group. Okay. It's not perfect, but I think it looks really good. I think it's such a drastic difference. So there's definitely still some spots that are showing. So maybe in the future I should paint it gold first, but it's really beautiful. I am so impressed and shocked also with how good this looks. And let me show you up close. Look at that. I mean, the shine. Look how pretty that is. So pretty. I know, Lynn. It's true. It really does. It really, really does. That's why I'm worried that we won't have a lot of interest, because if there's not a big prize, will people, you know, take the time to do it? Rhea, I got the frame from a antique store in Paducah. No. I just realized that I don't have my lights up. So are y'all able to see okay? Nobody said anything. But I do not have my big lights that I always have up right now. We moved them to put in crafty kits, and I haven't put them back. All right. So our frame is done. I love how it turned out. Okay. So, here we go. Let's take our glass and get it clean because it's really dirty. And there is a sticker on it. Let me get this sticker off. I paid a little bit too much for this. I think I paid $6 or $7 for it. Probably too much. Lori Ann, they worked out very well. I posted a picture of them this weekend or Friday at some point. So you can see them there. I ended up actually cutting them a second time and making them a little bit shorter. They weren't quite short enough. So let me flip this over. It's really dirty, so I just want to make sure that both sides are in fact clean. Can't really tell when one side is super filthy. I think it's good. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna go on and nope, it still looks dirty. Let's try this side again. Okay. That's pretty good. All right. So let's put this in here. Now this doesn't actually have a closure on it. So we've got to figure that out. Okay. So got the glass in there. All right. So I'm going to take my image, which is this right here. This was from this month's, or not this month's, from May's craft paper collection. And I just made it smaller so that it would fit my frame. So let's cut this out. It's a 5x7 frame. So our image needs to be 5x7. All right. Okay. Let's put this in here. Holy moly, y'all. All right, then I'm gonna put this piece of cardboard, and then let's see, I wonder if I could get this nail out right there. Let me see if I can get that nail out. Okay, that was easy. All right, and I'm gonna take these nails here. I wanna take those out. Oh my word. Okay, actually, let me flip this all around because it's actually backwards. If I wanted to use that twine there to hang it, if I wanted to hang it on the wall, that's not going to work. All right. So I'm just going to use some masking tape to tape this down. All right, so this is just some simple, regular old masking tape. It's about 3/4 of an inch. And we'll just do it just like that. And then on the edges, I'll just take some scissors and cut off the excess. It looks so expensive, doesn't it? All right, and let's do the same thing on this side. Okay, and then on these edges, because of the nails, I'm just going to run this around that nail. So we'll just tape it down on one end. Again, I'll just cut off the excess there. Same thing over here. Okay, and then we'll just do a little bit on this side. All right, and it is done. Look how pretty that turned out. Oh my gosh, that gold leaf is just, it's gorgeous, y'all. It is absolutely gorgeous. I think it looks better in person than it does on the camera. It's just so pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let me show you something really quick. Let me go grab them. So we did these things when we launched this craft paper, just to kind of show you what I'm doing. And this is all not going to be up for very long, but I made these two signs when we launched this craft paper. So these two signs I'm probably going to be using. This is my kitchen, and then this will probably be on a side table. And let me show you the pillow covers that I have. Hang on just a second. I'm going to go get them. I'm excited to show you. Okay. So then I have these pillow covers, and I've still got some more on the way, so this isn't even all of it. But I have these pillow covers. So we've got blue. So these blue pillow covers that are scalloped, are these not gorgeous? Look at the details on the edges. They're beautiful. So these are all from Amazon. So just giving you a kind of a sneak peek into what I'm getting ready to start, how I'm getting ready to start decorating. And then these pillow covers here, let me show you up close what they look like. So cute. And then Trisha just found me at Cracker Barrel this really cute pillow that I'm also going to be using, and it says "Suck It Up, Buttercup," but it's got the greens and the blues in it. So just to kind of show you what is going to start taking place, I'm really excited. It's going to be pretty. And so I'm going to have it up for just a short time, and then I'm going to take it down and put up fall. But then in the spring, we'll put this back up, and so I'm going to get more use out of it. I'm going to put it back up in the spring, and probably even do a little bit more than what I'm doing now. So anyways, it'll be fun. So thank you all for watching and join me as I figure out gold leaf. And we just made over this cute little bamboo frame. I just absolutely adore how this turned out. So thank you all for joining me. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.